What's up, Blade fam? So this is going to be the first installment on our Skate P-Rail with me sessions. Today is going to be your absolute beginner on the P-Rail, so we're going to be looking at front side, back side, and your basic sole grinds. If you'd like to join me and work on P-Rail, stay tuned. We're going to get into that and have some fun doing so. Well, while we're lacing up, let's go over what we're going to be doing. We're going to do each set of grinds 3 times. Now you can do more if you'd like, if you have more time. Typically when I skate P-Rail, I kind of play the game. If you don't know what that is, check out Aimall Trick Tips the Game. Basically it's you run through your trick vocabulary and until you miss a grind. Now if you miss a grind, you have to perform that grind 3 times or land it within 3 times, or else you have to start all the way from the beginning. It's a good way to build consistency. Consistency is something that I really value in skating. I like to be able to perform a trick pretty much on demand and know that I can land it. It's kind of like playing skate, but just by yourself. So again, we're going to be doing each trick 3 times, switch and regular. For those of you that aren't advanced enough to perform switch, you can skip that part or just give it your best. I'd really recommend learning switch all the way at the beginning. If I could have gone back and talked to the 15-year-old version of myself, I'd tell him, you know, you're skating actually the wrong foot. Yeah, that's right. I skated 15 years without ever looking at my left foot. And when I started to skate left-footed, I realized that a lot of these left-footed tricks came more naturally to me than my right-footed tricks. Which leaves me to question, did I learn switch first? There's some people that look at aggressive inline skating different from the way I grew up. People that I grew up with told me to skate the foot that I was dominant, or right-handed, so you were right-legged. They didn't base it off a spin direction. And later, when I met Austin Cooper, he said, no, you know, you should really grind the way you spin. That changed everything, because I spun to my left. So be open to learning switch, and it does pay off in the long run. Your vocabulary is going to be stronger. Your sense of balance is going to be more rounded out. You know, you're not going to be just one foot dominant. Has a lot of benefits. It does take some work, some uncomfortable moments, but it's worth it. So we're going to begin with front sides. Depending on what side of the rail you start with, I'm going to start on my right and then go to the left. I'm going to go regular and then switch. So let's go for the 3 front sides. So we came out regular, fakie, and then I did a 270 out. Now we're going to hit the other side. Next up is going to be sole grind. I'm going to kind of do the same thing, or try to, is come out regular, fakie, and then put a spin variation on it. All right, let's go, sole grind. So that was switch. Let's go to the other side, and it's going to be right-footed sole grinds. Now we're getting along. I know this is going to be a tricky one for me. Switch Mizzou. I don't think I'll be doing any spins out of this. So next on the list is going to be acid grind. You know, that goes to show you, or for me at least, it shows that the philosophy behind top sides and regulars being your beginner grinds kind of is backwards. Because I can switch top acid all day, but a regular switch acid, yeesh, those are kind of weird for me. All right, so let's run through it. We're going to do regular first and then go to the switch.
so scary.
I told you guys, those switch acids are scary. Yes, I missed too. I'm really trying my best here to 3 out of a switch acid, and you know what? We're moving on. Kudos to any of you that worked through the switch acid grind with me. You know, these practices also show us where we have room to grow, and like I said, I'm still growing. You know, I have some of you that refer to me as a teacher or a master or whatever. You know, I'm just like you guys. I've got my tricks that I can do on demand, and I've got tricks that I'm still learning. So we're all equal. Switch star. For you OGs out there wondering why I call it a star grind, come on man, we got kids here. All right, moving on. Let's go to mistrial. Switch mistrials are very switch. Let's get through it. For those of you that are just working on mistrials or learning mistrials, they technically don't count if the feet are not touching. So that one I just did, it don't count. Now those go back to old school rules. If you're out having fun, it counts. Okay, next one on the list is Macchio. Now I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys, do not expect much out of my switch Macchio. All right, cool. But it wasn't grabbed. That's right, I gotta do it again. Gotta grab those Macchios. Ah! He survived to live another day. Still very switch for me. My trick in learning switch grinds has been kind of like balanced when it's a 2-footed switch grind, because I can kind of base some of my weight on my dominant foot. Switch Macchio is 100% switch. So I'm gonna go ahead and do those 5 more times. All right, so we got the Macchios out of the way. Last but not least for today's session is gonna be the backside. Let's get it. That's gonna put a close to today's P-Rail session. I hope you guys had fun working on regular and switch basic tricks. I know I had fun. I haven't skated P-Rail in, honestly, too long. It's probably been like 6 months. Just go out and skate. I don't really do P-Rail enough. But this is gonna change. I'm gonna start doing P-Rail regularly and see what we can improve on. If you're kind of looking at my face and you're wondering what's up with this, what's going on with that lip, I recently took a face slam. Yep. Like I said, I'm still learning. I rotated a 540 off access in an indoor skate park and wound up landing on my face. First time in 20 years have I ever done this. I think I'll have a video out on it. I'm not sure. I'm still kind of like throwing around ideas, but yep, I fall. And when I do, it can look like that. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed skating P-Rail with me. Our next session should be covering basic boot grinds, so that's going to be Royales, Farfanugans, Savannahs, and Unities. On these tricks, if you do not know how to do these tricks, go ahead and browse through my channel. Most of these tricks I have taught. The ones I haven't, leave a comment below if you'd like me to teach how to do a star grind, or what's the difference between a star grind, a porn star grind, and a sidewalk. Only the OGs would know. Thanks again, much love, Happy New Year, aloha.